Is this thing on? Looks like it's on. Hey, Pete. I'm just sending you this message, face to screen, because I just heard your show with Nate Millsap. It was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I've actually helped Nate a lot on helping him navigate the political ins and outs of his cinematography and what he's been doing. And yeah, Nate's learning very quickly and doing really great work. I like his channel. He's ended up being one of my better friends out here, actually. You know, he's one of the few people that are allowed into the Bat Cave, or my my private home that's in the activist scene here, and that's about 5 people. But anywho, thanks for the shout out on your show. And yes, brother, I will always have a special place in my heart for you. I don't care about your politics either, man. What I care about is your honest intentions to make the world a better place. You care about liberty. You care about freedom, and that's what's important, Pete. So that's where you and I, anarchists and conservatives, see eye to eye. And that's the primary focus of my activism, my cop watching. And just so you know, I didn't feel like you treated me like crap. You know, when I filmed your arrest and I was riding shotgun with you guys, you didn't know me. It was a very stressful time. Like, they were aiming rifles from those platforms or behind the light alls at us. And that's disconcerting. So, man, don't worry about it. I don't hold a grudge. And, you know, I love you and Deb. And, you know, the preservation of your liberty as a conservative is just as important. It's on the same level with my fealty to my anarchist brethren. And that's the truth. So the reason why I'm reaching out to you right now through this video is Joe Biggs is coming to Portland on the 17th. And there's a lot of stuff that conservatives need to know that are coming to Portland about how Portland Police Bureau are going to be policing both sides. And if there is, God forbid, mass violence, okay, they need to understand how Portland Police Bureau are going to treat them. They need to understand the various types of less lethal weapons that are going to be used to break up the crowds. Okay, Portland Police Bureau's primary concern will be, first and foremost, officer safety. They do not care about either side. That's just the truth. Okay, and their version of maintaining officer safety, if these crowds get into it and there's these massive brawls that's been allowed to go on in Portland for some insane reason for 2 years now, if that happens, the police are going to be throwing blast ball grenades. They will be using tear gas. And a blast ball grenade is basically a rubberized grenade that has little rubber projectiles in it. And they'll be using 40 millimeter, 40 mic sponge baton rounds. They'll be using FN 303s. They will be using inert bangers that are just make noise. They'll be using signaling flares that are shot out of a 40 millimeter grenade that's designed to blow up about 20 feet above people's heads. Now, I would love to come on your show and just talk to people about how the police are going to respond to them, you know, to warn conservatives that are going to come to this rally so that they understand what's going to happen. I want people to understand how the police are going to deal with it. And I think that people need this information that I have to protect themselves. So, when you get this video, Pete, let me know what you think about the conversation that we could have. And also, last time I was on your show, you agreed to have a Google Hangout on air with me about how you and I, Pete, can sit down and brainstorm how Americans can retain our liberty and how we can preserve our liberty. And I think that's very important. And I think as an anarchist, from my perspective, and as a conservative from yours, I think that both of us would have a very productive conversation about the preservation of liberty for everyone in this country. All right. 4 minutes is a little bit long, but yeah, looking forward to talking to you next time, Pete. And like I said, man, I love you and Deb. Nothing is ever going to change that.
Remember me, oh, what did I see?